we go.
Alright, welcome back 3C fam. We got your boy's Raptor in today. The 3rd gen 37 package. Antimatter blue metallic with Rhapsody Recaro blue interior. It's up for sale if anyone wants to buy it. About to turn over 30,000 miles. Trying to get around 70K for it. I'll take a little more if anyone wants to pay a little more than 70K. So my main focus when I'm doing the wheels and tires, because these wheels are coated, they come out very clean. This truck doesn't generate a whole lot of brake dust, so most of the tires is my main concern. Because of the 37 package, they're huge tires. So I've already sprayed a little bit of wheel cleaner on. I'm going to spray my brake buster on. Go ahead and scrub the tires. Straighten out my nozzle. I'll go ahead and scrub the tires. I'm not going to worry too much about the wheels. They'll come out real clean. And because I'm working by myself, I'll do 2 at a time. Make it efficient, so that way I don't get soaked drying up on the other ones. The combination of the wheel cleaner and the foam, the wheel cleaner out of the press-all bottle, and the foam out of the foam cannon, kills the road grime pretty good on these big tires. Go ahead and quickly rinse these off. This is just going to get covered in soap again. I'll tell you what, it's a heck of a lot easier cleaning this truck in the summertime than it is the wintertime. The wintertime with this thing, worrying about all the salt, it's a endless battle. And this truck is so big, it's nice to wash now that it's coated, but there's no denying the size of this freaking thing. It's time consuming to wash, it's laborious. But when it's done, man, it's worth it. The metallic in this paint is so deep. There's like a nice hue of purple in it.
I had to fact check you on the word laborious.
Laborious?
It's a word.
It is a word.
It is indeed a word.
You don't know the word laborious?
I honestly
laborious means like,
yeah, it's
like repetitive and like the same.
A lot of labor.
It's a lot of labor and it's time consuming.
I had to fact check you there.
Wow, laborious is a good word.
I'm going to start using that.
That's what detailing is. Detailing is laborious. That's why we get paid the big bucks. 1, people don't want to do it. 2, people don't know the right way to do it. And 3, they don't have the ability to fund what it costs to buy the right tools unless you're making money off of it. To buy the right tools for detailing, it's expensive. So like when I have you new kids out here asking me about, oh, I'm starting up a detailing business, what do I get? It's like, I don't really have a good answer for you. I guess, you know, you kind of have to baseline it off of, well, how much are you trying to spend? And once you get a number, you can kind of figure it out. But if your number is anything under $5,000 to start up, none of the products you're going to be using are going to be, I mean, chemicals, yeah, you can get good chemicals, but as far as tools to do the overall job, anything less than $5,000 is tough. I mean, a good pressure washer setup alone will cost you over $1,000. I got a pressure washer set up over here that's like, before the cost of labor to install is about $4,000 in material overall. And it's also about like, what are you trying to accomplish? Are you trying to you know, just do a mom and pop inside your home garage detail for friends and family, because that's different. But if you're trying to make money, you gotta pay to play. So with this wash, I want to get into the topic of me selling this car, selling this truck, and what I'm gonna get. So I'm gonna go around snow foam this truck, and then we'll get onto that topic. So, when I bought this Raptor back in December, and I know many of you are going to say, it's March, it's the end of March, it's about to be June. You've had this thing for 5 months. I guess it'll be almost 6 months. No, because I bought it in the end of December, before the beginning of the year. So really it's been 5 months. In 5 months. So I bought this truck for a real good price. It was about 3% under market value from a dealer. I bought it, I got a warranty on it. And I traded in I sold the M2 on Cars and Bids. I sold the AL on Marketplace. And I had a Silverado, and I traded in the Silverado and used that as my down payment on the truck. So I didn't buy this truck for pleasure more than I bought it for a business standpoint. I had been wanting a Raptor for a while, so I always loved the idea of driving a Raptor and dealing a Raptor. And it's true, I do love it. But as I said, I bought this from a business standpoint. Now, I made a couple real estate moves, and I wanted to get down to one vehicle, one business loan, not several vehicles with business loans and personal auto loans. So I have no personal debt to a vehicle. Now, I'm the sole proprietor of the S-Corp, so that naturally makes me liable for the payment on this, obviously, but under my name, where I'm purchasing properties, I don't have any debt. So I had moved around, made some money moves, moved around my debt, right? Got this thing. This thing is sick, I love it, got it for a good deal. Now I'm kind of at a point where my friends are all out here in the summertime driving cars, and now I want a car again. The M2 was too small for me. It was hard for me to daily because of its size. It was great on power, speed. The comfort was fine if you didn't have it in Sport Plus. I don't really care about comfort. This truck, although is very comfortable, it goes over curbs. You can parallel park right on top of a curb if you need to. Not that I do that, but you don't have to worry about curbing several $1,000 wheels like I did on the M2. So I bought it for a good price, which means theoretically I should be able to sell it for a good price and get out of it at a reasonable cost. And this truck probably won't have cost me much other than what the monthly note is to drive it for, what, 5-6 months. So this week I'm going to hit up a couple dealers, dudes that have been searching for this car, and see what they offer me. And if they don't offer me anything good, I'll just private sell it. But the reason I'm hot on this topic right now is because I did find the car that I've been searching for. I found it on Marketplace, and I've been talking to the dude, and he's like 2 hours away. So this week I'm going to look for that car. What the car is, I'll tell you after I rinse it. The problem in here with washing with hot water is it gets real steamy, especially when it's warm in here.
Like a sauna in here.
Like a bomb went off.
Look like a bomb or something went off in here. So, the car I found.
the car I've been looking for is the F90 M5 competition. A lot of people say, my friend had one. Him, along with a lot of other people, say that the comp is not a comfortable daily. And I get it, they're definitely right, but I'm 23 years old, and who cares about comfort when you're 23? I care about luxury and speed, which that thing is the monster of both. So it's San Marino blue individual, not the Marina Bay blue, which a lot of people have. The San Marino is a little bit darker, and it's a little bit more purple, which in my opinion is a little more modern. And the interior color is white and black. So I really need that white interior. That's the main focus. The San Marino blue individual is definitely dope, and I like that. One, it's an individual color, and two, it's blue. Obviously, I like blue. If it was red, I definitely wouldn't buy it. So blue is good, but the white interior, man, that hits the spot for me. That hits home. I need the white interior. So if this thing falls through, and anybody out there knows of a white F90 M5 comp, let me know. Send me an email, AidenG@3C-detailing, hit me up on Instagram, whatever it is, because I need that white. This one has 42,000 miles, about to hit 43,000 miles. The asking price is pretty fair, considering what MSRP is on it. It's a 2020, so it's 5 years old now. But I think I'm gonna look at it one night this week, take the drive down to Jersey, and check it out. So we'll definitely keep you posted on that. But in the meantime, I own the Raptor. Let me continue to love the Raptor and give it a nice bath right now. Width. It has a lot of length, but there's no width. This week we had some catastrophes at the shop.
To say the least.
To say the least. So first, the vacuum broke.
Should I
It
show
wasn't-
them
Go ahead, yeah, we got the motor out of it. It wasn't from, yeah, so what happened with that thing is the brush is in it.
bunch of dust fell out of it when I was pulling it up to the camera?
Seems about right.
Oh my goodness, screws falling out of it? Yeah, this thing is...
Big shot.
This thing's
No,
bad.
it's halfway taken apart right now.
Oh, okay.
So what happened was the brushes in the motor wore out from commercial use for the past 2 years. So it's not weird that happened. It's not premature, in my opinion, that happened. I think it's a normal wear and tear thing. I ordered new brushes. They were like $50 after the shipping was tax. Oh, that was a trooper. He's going to get him.
Yeah.
So the part was $50, which is fine, but I decided to never run into the problem again and just go with getting a new vacuum, right? So I'll have the current vacuum fixed with the new part when that arrives, and then the new vacuum will have arrived hopefully by that time and be installed. So I'll run the new vacuum and then keep the old vacuum as a spare, so we don't run into a situation like this again, because right now we've been using a portable Milwaukee vacuum, and at a commercial level, that thing, no pun intended, that thing sucks. Or I should say it doesn't suck. You get the joke there. It was stupid, I know. So I not only did the vacuum problem happen, and we've just been using a janky old small vacuum for the whole second half of the week, but I stupidly forgot to drain the tiny little beads that are in the air compressor water separator system. So the tiny beads pretty much just disintegrated from the water the little bit of water that gets into the third cup for the filter, where the beads lay, they kind of just disintegrated, and little did I know they went into the line. So those tiny shards went through the air line, through the hose, through the hard air line, through the hose that's 50 foot, and then into the prebuilt fittings, or the fitting, right? And then from that fitting, it wrecked the fitting, which was a 2-month-old $100 fitting. Not only did it wreck that, but it wrecked the tornador, and it may have even wrecked the pre-post nozzle that I had. So that was all in the span of like 3 days. So we weren't doing too hot the second half of the week here at 3C. I mean, we were super busy, and we got all the cars done extraordinarily well for the circumstances. The standard was met, and no quality was sacrificed. But I'll tell you what, it was a freaking pain. And I'm not even the one that's in there doing the vacuuming most of the time. And I could feel the pain from my guys with their constant use of the OG spec vacuum solution, which is freaking phenomenal, hence why I bought a second one. A lot of people just don't have patience, and they get upset at one small little problem that happens, and realistically, it wasn't even a big problem. It was a $50 solution, which in the grand scheme of things, really isn't too bad. But there's people out there that would get all tight about it and get pissed off at something pretty expensive for not working. Me, on the other hand, I understand that our stuff is used at a commercial level, and that's just part of the game.
You got 22 minutes to 10 p.m.
Okay. Good looking out. I'm pretty good. I'm on the second half of watching this thing. I'm gonna go and see the Tim Robinson movie called Friendship. You know Tim Robinson?
Yeah.
I was telling you about it. I think you should leave on Netflix.
Yeah, I was gonna watch it. I never got a chance.
I was thinking about watching.
I was thinking about watching it. You're going in Kingston, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I should go. I should watch that first one you're talking about.
I think you should leave. Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Because if you were to go watch the movie, you might find it pretty funny, but like you gotta understand the dude's humor.
I heard you gotta watch it a couple times, right?
The show, yes, for sure. The movie, I don't know. I'll let you know at 10 p.m.
Bet.
when I go and watch it at the NCG Cinema Theater.
How is that theater? It's
The
good.
theater?
Yeah.
Bro,
NCG.
it's actually really nice.
Yeah, they got reclining seats, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. You know you live in a good city when you got a movie theater with reclining seats.
Yeah, right. That's exactly what this city's known for.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I want this city to be known for 3C detailing.
It will. Oh, it will be. Pretty soon. 5-year plan.
That's right.
Back-to-back plans. So, what do we got this week? Anything interesting?
I don't know. I gotta focus on selling these cars on Cars and Bins and Bring a Trailer. The Corvette, we got a 97 Corvette race car that's getting posted on Bring a Trailer. Hopefully by the end of this week. My goal was the end of last week, but the dudes at Bring a Trailer are real slow. The guys on Cars and Bins are not. So hopefully I can have this Mustang up by the end of the week as well. That would be sick. So I'm in the creating of the listing Dang, I did that twice. I'm in the creating of the listing process. Dang, I got my hose stuck underneath the door. Keep that open for the rinse. Probably gotta loop this thing up soon.
A little bit. Might need it.
So in our last video, we did the 335, also a coated car. And I put the FenLab on as the booster because the coating was looking a little bit, it was looking, I wouldn't say dried up, but I would say not necessarily hydrated, and a little bit clogged. So this coating is fresher, it's newer. This is CSU topped with XO-V5 by G-Technic. All of the trim, wheels, glass, all done by G-Technic products as well. This was done at G-Technic Works in Georgia. When we went for our accreditation class, me, Lucas Ryder, and I, be proper English for the camera for you guys. We coated this vehicle for the accreditation class with about 7 other guys. So there was 10 of us total. The coating came out very good. I was having a little bit of a panic attack with a bunch of people touching my truck the whole time. But it came out pretty good. Very good, I should say. Those guys at G-Technic are great. Carson and Evan that helped with the class. Those are great. They're great dudes. Nick at G-Technic, great dude. He got me into the company. So even though this car is coated and the coating is doing very well, I don't think I've done it to this truck yet, but I personally love FenLab's ceramic spray, the same spray that we put on the 335. I'm going to do that on this vehicle. It's not going to mess with the G-Technic coating. If you ask my guys at G-Technic, they might get a little mad at me for putting a different company's product on top as a topper or a booster maintenance product, but to me, there's no better spray product than the FenLab, FineLab, however you guys want to say it. We're also accredited by FenLab, so it's all love around here, you know what I mean? So I'm going to put this on, and like I said, I've yet to do this on this truck. Usually after this step, I just take the Milwaukee and start blowing it out. And it takes me a while because it's a big truck. The coating is great. See if there's any improvement on the drying process with the FenLab spray on. So we'll go ahead and put that on, and we'll take it from there. Gorilla ladder, best thing ever for trucks. Make this whole video about an ad for Gorilla ladders. Let's get a sponsorship for Gorilla ladders so I get these things for free. I'll take 3 more. 1 for every corner of the truck. Ideally, you want 2 Gorilla ladders. 1 for each side, so you know how to do what I just did and walk around. I guess you could say 2 Gorilla ladders, or even 4 Gorilla ladders, would be a little overkill. But what isn't here? Everything is overkill. Alright, the FenLab's on it. Assessing it right now, it looks like it's maybe a little bit more hydrophobic. It looks like it may have activated the EXO to be a little bit stronger. The water's beating a little bit more evenly. But as far as the drying process, we'll find out right now when we get a battery. Once again, one word for this truck. Laborious. That's the name of today's wash and chat. 3C wash and chat. Laborious. So we got it wrapped up here. My conclusion on the Fen Lab is it made a slight difference. It wasn't a world of difference like it is with a car with no sealant on it and then you put Fen Lab. I wouldn't say it was a waste of product because now it has another topper on it, so it's acting as a booster to my coating. I don't necessarily know that I would do it every time, because then it would probably be a waste of product. I was hoping that I would get less of the slight haloing I get from water sitting after it's been in between the contact wash and after I rinse it off. I get this little bit of film on the hood only, which I don't know if it's from the water. I don't know if it's from the EXO. Not that there's anything wrong with it because it comes off as easy as me just hitting this real quick with a little bit of a damp towel. And it really doesn't get on anything but the hood, which is odd. Maybe it's because the hood gets real hot from me driving it. I mean, I was just driving this car all day today, so it's not a cold hood. The hood is pretty warm. So I assume it's from the heat coming from the motor and drying the water and the soap quicker than all of the other panels. But I'm happy I put the Fen Lab on because now I have a booster, a sealant. It was slightly easier to blow dry it off, but not substantially. So that's it for today's wash and chat. Here in the wash bay at 3C. One of these days I'll take you guys into the clean bay when I got something fun and we could do a different segment. I'm not sure what that's called, but we'll do something along the lines of a paint correction or a coating, or even maybe even PPF. So we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for hanging out. Enjoy your Memorial Day, because that's what tomorrow is. Late at night, so really we're only like a couple hours away from Memorial Day. So happy Memorial Day, everyone. We'll be here working like we do every day. So chat. See you, chat.